Hello everyone, good afternoon. We are Group 3 and we are here to present to you our software or math application na napili, and it is called Wolfram Alpha. So before we will delve into what it can do and how it can help us all as future teachers and as learners nowadays, let's watch first a short video about it.
Wolfram Alpha is an amazing new tool that's available on the web. It's not a search engine, it's a computational knowledge engine. What does that mean? Well, imagine if you could collect the world's knowledge, things like facts, measurements, equations, history, trends, and calculations, and store them in a big box that's plugged into a brainy supercomputer. That's Wolfram Alpha. It combines knowledge with computational power to give you answers about nearly anything and everything you want to know. When you want to find out about something, such as the nutritional content of your breakfast, Wolfram Alpha is smart enough to understand what you're trying to figure out, and it uses its knowledge to compute the results. Whether you're trying to crack a crossword puzzle, discover scientific facts, or solve an advanced mathematical equation, Wolfram Alpha gives you instant access to expert knowledge whenever you need it. That's Wolfram Alpha in a nutshell. But you might be wondering, how is Wolfram Alpha different from Google? Well, Google searches the web, seeking out web pages that relate to what you typed. From there, for the most part, it's your job to find the information you need. Wolfram Alpha is different. It doesn't search for web pages. Instead, it computes exact answers using its vast and ever-expanding collection of knowledge and allows you to discover so much more.
Good day, everyone. Good day, Sir Hinaro. So, we are the Group 3, and our chosen website to discuss is the Wolfram Alpha or the Wolfram Alpha Computational Intelligence. So, what is Wolfram Alpha? Wolfram Alpha is a unique engine for computing answers and providing knowledge. It works by using its vast sum of expert-level knowledge and algorithms to automatically answer questions, do analysis, and generate reports. So, kaning Wolfram Alpha is dili lang ni siya for mathematics, dako ni siya og scope ang iyang functions. Mathematics, science and technology, society and culture, and everyday life. But today, for our discussion, we will focus only on the mathematics function of the website. So if you are to ask me, is the Wolfram Alpha a trustworthy website? So yes, it is trustworthy because it is efficient, accurate, and reliable as long as nabilong sa scope of functions sa Wolfram Alpha ang questions or tasks. Now, ang kaning Wolfram Alpha was named after its founder, si Stephen Wolfram. Now, if inyo na siyang i-search sa Google, the first link that you will see when you search Wolfram Alpha in Google is the link. So this will lead you to this website. So, ang kaning Wolfram Alpha, naa ni siya mga extended keyboard. Kani siya, it's very helpful, especially na mga symbols nga lisod i-type. Kaya naman siya ubang yung symbols niya. Dili, wala siya equivalent word nga ma-type sa mga uban nga calculators such as Wolfram Alpha. So, naa diri mga pi, mga infinite, mga square root. So, nasa ni siya i-upload. Murag same sa photomat nga. Imong i-picturean ang equation nga imong i-crop, imong i-paste ari, makuha na sa website ang equation nga ganahan imong i-solve. So, maka-answer na pod ang website. So, ang kaning Wolfram Alpha, nani sa mathematics, mao ni iyang mga functions. So, i-click lang ang more topic to see what are the other functions under mathematics. So, as you can see, ang other functions nga with ay under sa scope sa mathematics is elementary math, algebra, calculus and analysis, geometry, plotting and graphics, differential equations, numbers, trigonometry, linear algebra, discrete mathematics, number theory, complex analysis, mathematical functions, applied mathematics, logic and set theory, mathematical definitions, continued fractions, statistics, famous math problems, probability, and common core math. So as you can see, dako kaayo og scope or range sa functions ang Wolfram Alpha. So halos tanang kuan equation sa math or unsa ba na mga definitions is makuha using Wolfram Alpha. But today, we will focus only on algebra, calculus and analysis, geometry, and plotting and graphs. So first, let's discuss the functions of calculus and analysis ug unsay mga possible nga equations na ma-answer using Wolfram Alpha. So click more examples. So as you can see, under sa calculus and analysis is integrals, of course, derivatives, limits, sequences, products, series, expansions, sums, vector analysis, integral transforms, domain and range, and continuity. So, for example, mag-solve ko og integral. So, kani. Let's just use this example. So, I wanna integrate x squared sine cube x dx. So, i-type na ko aning integrate x squared sine cube x dx, mugawas siya dayon ang result which is kani. So, taas kayo siyang answer pero dali pa kaayo using Wolfram Alpha. So, as you can see, naapoy step-by-step solution dere. However, mga first few steps ra ang makita because ang kaning Wolfram Alpha na ni siya premium account which is need pa mo avail if ever you want to see the whole solution jud. Pero the answer is already given na if you just want to check your answer if correct ba mo or dili, then this website is really helpful. So naapod dire ang plots, mga alternate forms of the integral, nga expanded form of integral. So daghan jud siya og pwede nga answer na apoy mga possible definite. For example, ang kana nga equation from 0 to pi or negative ay 0 to infinite or negative pi to infinite and so on and so forth. So another example. So kani second example for integrals. I want to integrate sine x dx x from 0 to pi. So, definite integral na siya kay naa may kuan limits. So, mao na siya. Ang answer is 2. And as you can see, the first step lang jud ang i-show sa Wolfram Alpha. Dili jud ma-show ang other solution, but ang answer is already given. So, mausad niya ang graph niya sa kana nga equation. So, another example is derivatives. So, I want to derive x raised to the power of 4 sine x. So, simply type derivative of x raised to the power of 4 sine x. So, maano siya? So, mugawas siya dahil ng answer which is x cubed times 4 sine x plus x cosine x. So, mora po na. Step 1 na ang ma-show ng solution. And makita na po ang graphs. and also the alternate form of the function, and the expanded forms also. So it's even shown here if it is kanang converted into integral, ang indefinite o definite integral. So nindot jud kay siya nga website because bisan og kanilang imong i-show daghan na og possible nga answers or mga connection na connected answers ang i-show sa website. So another example for derivatives is, okay, I want to second derive the sine 2x. So higher derivatives. So I want to second derive the sine 2x. So mo ni siya ang answer. Negative 4 sine 2x, and also the plot and the graphs and the alternate forms as well. And the definite integral and the indefinite integral, and also gikuan dire ang maxima, di ba, katong max o minima nga na-discuss nato kuan last semester, so naarap ko na siya. And lastly, limits. So if you have kanang an assignment or kuan nga ganan ka i-check nimo answer for limits, naara po dire, available na po ang limits there. So you just simply type lim for limit, and so lim times sine x minus x over x cubed as x approaches to 0. So ang answer is negative 1 over 6. So mausa na siya ang graph, and mao na siya ang kuan. So step by step, first step lang dyan ang ma-show sa Wolfram Alpha. But that's okay because mugamit man to mga ani just to check our answers if we have the same answer as the website to see if correct ang atong answer. So mao na siya. Let's proceed to another topic for mathematics, which is geometry. Okay, let me mute my mic first.
Now let's go to the next topic about geometry. So we know that we have some geometry subjects like topics like plane geometry, solid geometry, geometric transformations, coordinate geometry, packing and covering problems, high dimensional geometry, polyforms, more patterns, tilings, and many more. So as we know that this plane geometry and solid geometry is money ganang subject dyan nato nga kan topic nga permi itudlo sa auto. So let's see about the plane geometry nga examples like how to compute the triangle properties of a triangle. So let's say that we have given side of 5, 12, 13 nga triangle nga example. So kindly check this. So mag loading pa na siya dan. So let's wait for the solution. So as you can see nga kanang na siya visual representations about sa triangle, and we can know about what triangle is this. So this triangle shape is a right triangle. So if kung kani nga visual representation kay pwede na to nga customized pero background ray ma-edit nga color ani. So next is kanang properties about this triangle. So as you can see nga kanang area, perimeter, interior angles, and interior angle sum is given as siya. So if kung imo siya is step by step solution kay maklaro ra siya, pero kutob ra siya sa kanang step 1. If kung naay kanang kuan nga na step 2 or kuan kay kanang few steps ra siya makita siya kay dili na siya mukuan nga kanang about sa iyahang all solutions kay kanang premium na siya, so need ka magbayad og kwarta. So next nga kana example about this geometry in Wolfram Alpha is about the solid geometry. So sa solid geometry, let's compute about the properties of a geometric solid. So let's go about this sphere surface area equals 1 nga example. So Kindly click. So let's wait for the solution. So as you can see, naagapon siya ay visual representation. So like ganina kayahang edit lang gihapon is ang background colors lang jud gihapon. Na lang jud gihapon bayad ang about niya kanang customize kay mahal yun siyang Wolfram Alpha kay nindot yun siya gamiton kay dali ra. So as you can see the properties. So ang properties kay given na yung radius, diameter, volume, and circumference. So if you kung imong tanaw ninyo hang step by step solution kay step 1 ra jud siya imong gawas. Kay if kung imo siya issue all steps kay kuan siya premium na siya so limited ra jud yung step nga mo gawas pero kuan na jud direct na jud yung answer nga gihatag sa kaning Wolfram Alpha. So nilan jud imong sabton kung unsa jud sa siya pagkuha. So next kanang example sa Wolfram Alpha nga geometry is about the coordinate geometry. So like kaning specify a line through 2 points. So kaning example line through 1 2 and 2 1. So kindly click. So magawas gyapon niya ha nagapon siya ay visual representation about sa lines. So as you can see na siya diri sa like kaning 1 2 and 2 1. So dali ra yung determine nga unsa lookalike ang kaning lines. So nalagyan ko siya customize. So as you can see, nalagyan ko siya kanang mga properties or mga equation forms like kaning slope intercept form gihatag lang gihapon like y equals negative x plus 3. If kung imo siya i-click, nagapon na siya step by step solution. So few steps ra gyapon makita na niya. So naay point slope form y negative 2 equals negative 1 x minus 1 standard form y x-intercept and slope kay given na siya daan. Also that the distance and the midpoint is also given. So if kung maglibog kay kung yun siya pagkuha, nara siya step by step solution. So ang step by step kay step 1 ra gyapon siya mugawas kay ang kaniyahang the rest nga solution or overall solutions kinaay premium. So magbayad jud siya. So dali ra jud gamiton ang Wolfram Alpha nga website.
Next is plotting and graphics. Plotting and graphics can visualize functions, 3D plots, inequalities, equations, parametric plots, polar plots, and number lines. Let's try to find this function. Plot plot x cubed minus 6x squared plus 4x plus 12. Yeah, human mo plot kay mo automatic nagawas ang plots niya nga kanang to kabuk from x from negative 2.1 to 6.1. Another one kay x from negative 36 to positive 36. Next is 3D plots. Let's try to plot sin x cos y. Yeah. Automatic din siya mo makita iyang 3D plot ug ang counter plot. Next is number lines. This is kang sayo na kay nato ang ay kanang easy na kay pra nato bagay na nato ang Wolfram Alpha maka plot nato mga graph like this in kuan example number line nga from 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 ug 13. Nanay yung number line nga nanapod ang plot nga naka kuan na ang length of data nga 6 items nga ang total items kay gi-add ra tanan mo nang 41 nga nanapod ang statistics nga mean nga 6.833 nga ang median niya nga 6 ug ang sample standard deviation nga 4.401 nga nakita na mugawas na pod siya ang pie chart ang possible sequence identification nga ang alternative names, descriptions, and continuations. Next is ang polar plots. Polar plot R equals 1 plus cos theta. Yan na. Kani siya kay murag na nagian naman nato nga katong gipagraph ta niya ang graph na to kay ni porma siya og heart. Yan makita na diri ang polar plot nga naka heart shape. Kung naara mo kalangkuan kanang ipang plot or ipang graph, pwede ra ninyo automatic og plot or type sa kalangkuan itong chat box niya. May murag kalangkuan search box. That's all for plotting and graphics. Thank you.
To continue with our discussion about the advantages and benefits of using Wolfram Alpha, kaganina ba about geometry, plotting, and graphics. So here, as you can see, dakan kay gamit ang Wolfram Alpha. So we have science and technology, society and culture, everyday life. So sa mathematics, not only can Wolfram Alpha solve calculus and analysis, plotting and graphics, elementary mathematics, geometry, differential calculus. It can also solve statistics, more topics even. But now let's just go to algebra. So let's click algebra. And here, makita na to that wide variety of things ang kaya ni Wolfram Alpha ihatag, i-provide for us as learners and us as future educators. So it can solve equations, solve and plot polynomials, it can compute discontinuities, rational functions, it can simplify even an expression, matrices, finite groups, quaternions, finite fields, domain, and range. So let's go to, for example, we are asked to solve for a polynomial equation. Kanina siya sa taas. We are makakuha ra dayon ta sa answer by just clicking compute input. So sabto niya ni siya nga kani nga kuan nga term nga atong gi-input. So here the input interpretation is x squared plus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. We cannot directly use katong FOIL method in solving for the value of x since ang multiple sa 6 is 3 and 2 and 6 and 1 and it will not give us a result of 4. So kung imano-mano na to siya answer, it will become mas dugay. So Wolfram Alpha is here to help us get the answer the most easy or most pinakapaspas na pamaagi. So here it will give us the result. The moment we click compute input, it will give us the result which is x kani, and then it will even give us complex plane ang graphing. It will give us what is the sum if unsay sum if i-add na to ang roots or if i-multiply na to ang roots. And now, perks of using Wolfram Alpha. If you are the kind of student that doesn't just want to make your life easier, but to learn more, you can use Wolfram Alpha in your advantage by just clicking step-by-step solution. When you click this, when we click this, it will give us the step-by-step solution. Not type option, we have here next step, or we have show all steps. We can use next step when ganahan tanga to understand it slower and better. So it will give us hints, for example, solve the quadratic equation by completing the square. So muna ni din siyang result, x squared plus 4x is equal to -6. Step 3, hint, take 1/2 of the coefficient of x and square it, then add it to both sides. So the result is here. And then step 4, factor the left-hand side will result to this. And then step 5, eliminate the exponent on the left-hand side. Lead us to here, kani siya. So the closer we get to the final answer. Look at the first equation, solve for x. So here, kani sila. And then the second equation aside, solve for x. So there are 2 answers. These are the roots. Okay. So now, we can also click hide hints. If kanang gusto pagkitag ka ng kita-kita lang, more independent, I mean. So, here, it will give us, or it will, nawala na ang hints. So we have an option to show the hints or not to show the hints. Depende sa learner if you want to show the hints or not. So nakadepende po sa learner if he wants a step-by-step or show all step. So that's it. Want to learn more, can click examples. And if you want to learn random things, you can click random. So let's go back to wolframalpha.com. And now, since algebra, another example that we will be discussing about, the simple ones lang. What if we are asked to solve for the system of linear equations? Kani siya. X plus y equals 10, x minus y is equal to 4. So wala pa lang ganina ko gi-click ang compute input, it gave us already an answer. So instead of solving like this, I did this myself. Instead of solving this, eliminating an all, x is equal to 7, y is equal to 3, it gives us this automatically. X equals 7, y equals 3. So pareha ra gyapon siya. Just simpler since we are using the help of a machine, of technology. So here, the input, gisabot niya ni na terms, kanina siya, solution, if it even gave us a plot of solution set, and then an alternate forms, kani siya, mga alternate forms. Kani. So still, if you want to learn more, why ka na ang iyang answer, or if you're not familiar with this, you can just click step-by-step solution, then show all steps if you want to. So kana. See, start over. Not just that, Wolfram Alpha can also help us with polynomials. Itong mga cube, x and y and all. So compute properties of a polynomial in several variables. We're using x and y. So, ingani atong pag-input, but automatically, Wolfram Alpha will understand this, will interpret ang term. So, kanina, muna na siya. From here, from this, into this. So, muna siya ang alternate forms. The real root, the roots, see, the integer roots. So, Ang benefits sa Wolfram Alpha is just that if we're just looking for one answer sa usa ka problem, it gave us more than just what we ask. So that's the term for that is excellence, giving more than what is required. So nangailang tag isa ka kuan kung unsaon siya pag solve, which is kani siya. Kitagan taniya og real roots, integer roots, polynomial, properties of a function, the parity, excuse me, sorry. And then kani siya. So if you still we want to learn more nganong kana man niyang roots step by step. Tapos kani pod nganong mao man niyang partial derivatives step by step still. And then show all steps. See, it will help us learn good. We can use this when we're reviewing for the board exam. So not just that, daghan pa kayo gi-offer ang Wolfram Alpha. As you can see sa atong intro video, Wolfram Alpha is better than Google in a manner that it gives us specific answers to questions that we've asked, not unlike Google na i-redirect niya sa mga pages na pwede makahatag sa tuag tubag. Kung Google helps us, makes our lives easier, how much more ang Wolfram Alpha. So that's it from us. I hope that you've learned a thing or two, not just sa field, sa mathematics, but as well as science and technology, society and culture, everyday life. Personally, I wanna use Wolfram Alpha right now, this week in planning our meals sa balay because we're planning to kanang magpaniwang, magpa-healthy lifestyle. So, can help me paunsa mag-budget sa kwarta and at the same time magplano sa among food, lunch, and dinner. So that's it. It can help us with a lot more things. Nakadepende gihapon sa tuwa as learners if we will use this or not. Kauban sa tanan ng mga applications and softwares na available on the internet, it still depends on the students. It still depends on the user if we will use it for our benefits or not. So that's it from us. I hope you learned.
Just a quick reminder to use this website as a guide in your studies. Never use this for any absurd reason such as cheating. Have a good day. Bye.